Welcome back to the channel, where today we are exploring a vehicle that challenges the very definition of a classic pickup truck. In the world of automotive restoration, there is a massive gulf between a standard rebuild and a total reimagining of a vehicle's soul. At the pinnacle of this industry stands ICON, a California-based outfit led by the visionary Jonathan Ward. Their latest creation, the ICON Thriftmaster, has been making headlines not just for its breathtaking beauty, but for a price tag that legitimately exceeds the cost of a first home in many parts of the world. We are talking about a machine that starts well into the six-figure range and can easily climb toward the $300,000 mark depending on how far the owner wants to take the customization. To the uninitiated, it might look like a well-kept 1947 to 1953 Chevrolet 3100, but under that iconic silhouette lies a level of engineering and craftsmanship that borders on the obsessive. This is the story of how a humble workhorse from the post-war era was transformed into an aerospace-grade luxury performance machine that leaves nothing to chance. The journey of every ICON Thriftmaster begins with a search for the perfect owner. While many restorers are happy with any old frame, ICON looks for vehicles with a specific history, though almost everything mechanical is destined for the scrap heap. The magic truly starts with the chassis. Instead of trying to patch up a 70-year-old ladder frame that was designed for hauling farm equipment, ICON partners with Art Morgensen to create a completely bespoke mandrel bent frame. This modern foundation features independent front suspension and the sophisticated multi-link independent rear setup, a far cry from the leaf springs and solid axles of the original Chevy. This transition fundamentally changes the vehicle's character. It no longer bounces or wanders across the lane. Instead, it handles with the precision and poise of a modern sports sedan. The addition of massive Brembo brakes at all four corners, tucked behind custom-designed wheels that mimic the classic steely look, ensures that this truck can stop as quickly as it can accelerate. Speaking of acceleration, the heart of the Thriftmaster is a modern marvel of power and reliability. Most builds feature a GM-sourced E-Rod LS3 V8 engine, which is a favorite among high-end builders for its incredible power-to-weight ratio and, crucially, its emissions compliance. Producing around 430 to 440 horsepower, this engine provides the Thriftmaster with effortless performance. Whether you are cruising down the Pacific Coast Highway or navigating tight city streets, the power delivery is smooth and immediate. Owners can choose between a heavy-duty automatic transmission for effortless cruising or a 6-speed manual for a more engaged, old-school driving experience. Every component in the engine bay is finished to a standard that you would expect to find in a private jet. There are no messy wires or cheap plastic covers. Everything is tucked away, polished, or finished in durable ceramic coatings that are designed to last for generations. But what truly sets the Thriftmaster apart and justifies its astronomical price tag is the attention to detail in the aesthetics and the tactile experience. Jonathan Ward famously hates cheap materials, and his disdain for plastic is evident throughout the cabin. When you open the door, you are greeted by the scent of high-grade Moore & Giles leather, the kind of material usually reserved for bespoke furniture or luxury yachts. The seats are completely redesigned to offer modern support while retaining the classic bench-look silhouette. Every knob, switch, and handle in the interior is a piece of industrial art. These aren't parts ordered from a catalog. They are CNC machined from solid blocks of aluminum or stainless steel and then finished with specialized coatings like Cerakote or nickel plating. The gauges, designed in collaboration with Dakota Digital, look like vintage units at a glance, but they utilize modern electronics to provide accurate data to the driver. One of the most impressive technical feats of the ICON Thriftmaster is its digital-to-analog philosophy. Ward and his team go to great lengths to hide modern technology so it doesn't ruin the vintage vibe. The audio system, for example, is often controlled through a hidden Bluetooth interface, and the speakers are tucked away behind custom fabricated panels that match the original interior's grain and color. Even the power windows are operated by the original manual crank handles. You simply push them down or pull them up to activate the electric motors. This commitment to maintaining the illusion of the past while providing the comforts of the present is what defines the ICON experience. It is a vehicle that requires no excuses. You get the air conditioning that blows ice cold even in a desert heat wave, the reliability of a modern fuel-injected engine, and the safety of modern engineering, all wrapped in a body that represents a golden era of American design. The exterior of the Thriftmaster is equally refined. While some owners opt for a mirror-finish paint job that looks like liquid glass, others prefer ICON's signature derelict aesthetic, which preserves the original patina and weathering of the truck while sealing it under a protective clear coat. Regardless of the finish, the bodywork is tightened up to tolerances that the original Chevrolet factory could never have imagined. The gaps between the panels are uniform, the chrome is flawless, and the bed of the truck is lined with exotic woods like African teak or charred white oak, held down by stainless steel strips. It is a functional work of art. While it is unlikely that a $300,000 truck will be used to haul gravel or lumber, it is comforting for the owner to know that it is technically more capable of doing so now than it was in 1950.
The market for vehicles like the Thriftmaster is small but incredibly passionate. The people buying these trucks aren't just looking for a cool old Chevy. They are looking for a vehicle that reflects a certain set of values: durability, craftsmanship, and a rejection of the disposable nature of modern consumer goods. ICON builds these trucks to be serviced by any GM mechanic, ensuring that they can stay on the road for another 70 years without needing specialized software or proprietary tools for every minor fix. This longevity is a key part of the value proposition.
When you buy an ICON, you are buying a legacy. It is a vehicle designed to be passed down through generations, a mechanical heirloom that remains relevant even as the automotive world shifts toward autonomy and electrification. In conclusion, the ICON Thriftmaster is more than just an expensive Restomod. It is a masterclass in how to honor the past without being a slave to its limitations. It takes the best of mid-century design and marries it to the best of 21st century engineering. While the price might seem shocking to those who view a truck as a mere tool, for the enthusiast who appreciates the thousands of man-hours required to achieve this level of perfection, it is worth every penny. It represents a rare moment where a builder refuses to compromise on quality, material, or vision. In an era of mass production and planned obsolescence, the Thriftmaster stands as a defiant, hand-built reminder of what is possible when you stop counting the cost and start focusing on the craft. It is, quite simply, the ultimate expression of the American pickup truck.